and stuff like that. And a debate can also prevent you from making your points that you want to make, come across. So
Yeah,
I'm not someone
why would you get into a debate with Triple X? To do what?
Exactly. I wouldn't get into a debate with a Triple X neighbor because first thing, neighbor, Triple X would have shown me, neighbor, that his ability, neighbor, to make decisions, neighbor, is not in the right position, neighbor. It's deeply affected because I would debate with someone, neighbor, who travels from Jamaica, have the opportunity to travel from Jamaica, go overseas, and you go in a store, going up, your brain tell you to become a petty thief where you're charged. I can't debate with persons like those, neighbor. I cannot debate with persons like those because that situation alone, neighbor, show me that you are not cognitive. You are intelligent decision making.
His judgment is questioned.
Yes, your decision making skills are not on par, and I would never debate with you. Only way I would debate with someone like a Triple X neighbor. Triple X would have to show me, neighbor, what type of remedy, what process did you go through to prevent that stealing thing that is in you? How did you recover from that? What did you do? How can you prove to us that you are better now in your decision making skills, Mr. Triple X? How can you prove to us that you are no longer someone who steals?
Yes.
So you have to show me, neighbor, that what he has done. He either go through some form of training or he has been through some form of therapy to help him with his poor decision making skills. And to add to his decision making skills again, neighbor, this is a guy, neighbor, who's a disc jockey. I won't say a famous or popular, but he's a disc jockey. He's around there. Neighbor, if I am a disc jockey and I get the opportunity to go to university or UE or UTech, neighbor, I'm going to study something in mass communication, media or something. Neighbor, this guy studied nursing and he has never worked one day as a nurse. Triple X, stop bash the government, sir, and come lend the government your service right now. Go down at the new hospital down at Black River. Put on your what them call it, neighbor, scrubs. Put on your scrubs, big man. And your crooks. And go down at Black River, go help the people.
He's a nurse?
Yes, neighbor, that guy have a nursing degree, neighbor.
And let me tell you,
that guy is a
he shoplifted?
Yes, neighbor, he was charged in America for shoplifting crab legs, I believe.
Crab legs?
Yes, crab legs. He went into a Walmart store or one of those type of store and took away some crab legs. Poor decision making skills, neighbor. I don't debate with people like those who make poor decision making skills.
But then your fellow labor rights don't know this?
Yes, neighbor, they are fully aware of it now. My fellow labor rights in the neighbor, they like to prove on point, but I don't tell them don't want no discussion with these type of people, neighbor. Poor decision making skills from you, Mr. Triple X.
Wow.
And for you to debate and come over here, you have to show us what remedy you have taken to better yourself from what you were charged for. And your poor decision making skills. Show me so that you have been through some form of therapy, or you have been through some form of training, and they have said, yes, this man is a changed man, he's no longer a thief.
My God. What are you saying to me? I had no idea. I had no idea at all. I need to get into a little bit more of this blogging thing and social media thing, Scratchy. Why? Wow, I had no idea. I'm surprised.
Yes, wow. But these are the guys who want to come on social media and tell people what they can and cannot do and tell you what government now do this and government now do that. Who can't even have them own brain neighbor make a own decision not to steal. Your brain tell us a Walmart wired with camera. Don't steal. Not even if camera in there, neighbor. Don't steal is something that we grew up on, neighbor. And our grandparents always tell us, neighbor, if you're a thief, you're a liar. And if you're a liar, you're a thief. I'm telling you, neighbor.
Yes, but it is true, Scratchy, that I see these debates as pointless. And you know, I don't remember if you remember when we started that we had this type of back and forth, this to-in and fro-in, and all it does is build a vibe, Scratchy. But at the end of the day, it turns out into a brawl. No use at all.
No use at all, neighbor. It turned into a brawl, disinformation, misinformation, and disrespect, neighbor. That's all it leads to.
Yes.
Neighbor. I got a question for you. I want you to ask the PMP this, right? Because they keep going around and saying, Andrew, let's tell America if he left out of the Caribbean and stop doing this and stop doing that. So my question is, ask them, what, if anything, big should pop off and them come back and say them want Vernon Field? Because Vernon Field are for them, you know. What them gonna do?
Who want Vernon Field?
No, what if no, Mr. Why if anything pop off, America should not come back and say they want it back? Because that base was theirs. Why PNP them would answer?
Well, Scratchy.
Because they keep talking about, oh, tell them we don't need them in the Caribbean. Don't do this and don't do that. What if America should not come back and say, oh, we need this base because we want to do this? What? Our PNP want to put in one barrel and roll on one hill, man. There is not but nonsense and no good. No good. They keep on talking about Michael Manley. If Jamaica was leaning towards communist justice system, Jamaica line up just like Cuba. Them better know that. And that they have no clue of what Jamaica would end up like. Nothing. And they still around up them about people forget this and people forget that.
I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth, sir. More and more, I can tell you, the comrades are becoming a little bit annoying and even obsolete. Not much people are paying them any mind, you know, sir.
Yeah, and even their leader, because I remember one time when John McCain was campaigning against Obama, and this lady stand up and say, Obama is such and such. McCain stand up and said, no, he's a good, respectable man. It's just that we have some disagreement with him.
Yeah, in one of his town hall, a lady had asked him that. Yes, said it. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, so Mark should not come out and say, no, this is not the way. If you don't like the prime minister, fine. That's not the way you talk to people. But that's what him a ride on, and him like it because him think that I'm making it back power. Some of them sick my stomach, man. But when you hear them come talk about Andrew because say this, Andrew because say that. If anything should have pop off, America need more space, and them said they want Vernon Field. You think Jamaica can say no? That they want that.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's their base, Vernon Field or Clarendon.
I see.
Yeah. So if them come back and want that, you see, they have bases all over the world. And if anything that pop off and them come back and say they want that, way that them are going to say no. You can't. They can't tell them say no, you don't get it. That's theirs. All of them just come back and clean it up. Get the runway clean up, build back them this and that, and get them, and that's it. And we have to just watch them.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Catch you at 7.
Yeah, man.
Boy, what a show we've had today. Scratchy?
Yes, neighbor.
We do this again at 7 o'clock, Scratchy. Keep providing our people with information. I want to continue to review the government's performance, and I'm sure that by the end of today we will coming out of the Caribbean leaders' visit to Jamaica. In the meantime, Scratchy, we keep our eyes on the what is happening, you know, and don't be distracted by all of these empty noise that are being made all over the place. One of the things I do, you know, Scratchy, is that I don't listen to anything much, you know. I keep focus. I don't want to be distracted.
That is it, neighbor. If you follow it up too much, neighbor, it will draw you in, neighbor.
Yes.
Sometimes, neighbor, sometimes to have a balanced thinking, neighbor, it's the best if you just try to stay from an angle and look at things from a different
angle. You may even get addicted and you just can't come off.
You might get addicted, neighbor, and can't come off, neighbor. That's why I don't feed into it, neighbor. That's why I don't go on certain lives, neighbor. Because I don't want to feed into these misinformation, neighbor. I want to keep my brain from the level where it is, neighbor, with whatever it already know. Because, neighbor, you see information, neighbor, there's something as too much information in the neighbor. And when information get too much, neighbor, it can, you know, worse misinformation. So I don't want it to come in my database, neighbor. So I lock out from it.
Listen to Harry. Listen.
One nation. And again, we're gonna have the noise, we're gonna have the empty barracks, we're gonna have the distractors. But just like Donna, I came and spark with the racehorse. So they put on the blinders on the horse. It's not just the government alone need to have on the blinders, neighbor. People who want good, not just for themselves, not just for their family, but for the nation, need to put on those blinders. And you do that through empowering yourself with information, with your research. And if you can't research well, there are programs like this, neighbor. Talk to somebody. There are persons who are available and accessible, but as a people, as one nation, and again, we're gonna have the noise, we're gonna have the empty barrels, we're gonna have the distractors. But just like down I came and spark with the racehorse, so they put on the blinders on the horse. It's not just the government alone need to have on the blinders, neighbor. People who want good, not just for themselves, not just for their family, but for the nation, need to put on those blinders, and you do.
He's right, Scratchy, that you have to be focused.
Neighbor, you have to be focused, neighbor, based on the amount of misinformation and disinformation out there, neighbor. It is so addictive, neighbor, where if you're not focused, neighbor, you might get a rotten teeth.
As a people, we have to put on blinders. We have to be focused, Scratchy, and not be distracted by the...
Cannot afford to be distracted, neighbor. We must be focused, neighbor. Harry is 100% right, neighbor. Eyes on the ball, neighbor. Eyes on the government, eyes on the process, eyes on what is going on, neighbor. 350 relief flights, neighbor. Unprecedented this side of the world, neighbor. And aid still coming in, neighbor. We must see these things for what they are, neighbor, and stop let persons trying to let us see them for what they think they are. And what they think it is, because it is not what they are saying it is, neighbor. So we have to keep our eyes on the ball, neighbor. But we have to understand what it's.
Yes, Scratch. And you know why we came on yesterday. It was a late decision that we came on, Scratch, because we don't want to see the space to them. We don't want to. And you know, Caroline, are you there? Caroline?
Yes, Neighbor.
You know, I'm going to promise you that I'm going to do some longer shows, all right? I'm going to do some longer shows. When I come on at 9 o'clock, I'm going to stay until maybe 4. because we can't afford to give them the space by themselves alone, either, you know, Scratchy. We have to remain on so that we can keep focused. But what Harry is saying is that as a people, Scratchy, government and people who wish their nation well, need to stop going on these programs and stop engaging with some of these people. Let them stay, Scratchy. Focus on what
exactly. As I tell them in the neighbor, you don't have to like Andrew Wallace, you know, because Andrew Wallace don't know you. But like Jamaica. You don't have to love Andrew Wallace. Andrew Wallace don't love you. Love Jamaica. Love Jamaica. Because once you love Jamaica, you automatically now have to show respect and love to who lead Jamaica.
Yes.
So that's all you guys need to do. Stop with the foolishness. Stop make PNP and some small-minded people that try convince you otherwise. And people in the diaspora, I'm going to say it one more time. Listen me. You guys are in the diaspora. You guys don't visit Jamaica for so long, or even if you do visit, but a lot of you guys haven't been down there since the hurricane. Stop and spread lies. Some of you guys work in hospitals, work in an organization, and foreigners, people who born here, come to you guys and I say, wow, I feel it for your country. And you guys are going to say the government a thief. When the family down there, I know the family get no. When the family a trick, you know. When the family know that for them to benefit from you guys, they have to tell you as if the situation is dire on their part. It is not as bad as what they are telling. They are trying to get more, getting the food 3 weeks now to send him some money. You never trick you to get money from you. Stop, people. You guys overseas and the family are tricking, you know. I'm not saying that persons are not in need in the neighbor, but a lot of these they don't understand or don't know that. They don't rally on about the message now, as if nothing is going on. Yes, my never call me and tell me that he don't eat 3-4 days now. The government not doing anything. They never trick you. It's not that. Everyone is out there doing the best that we can. So persons in the diaspora, just try to get a different understanding. It's your country, keep where you are. I say we as Jamaican neighbor, we pride in the neighbor. We just go like so we don't have the pride, you know. We have pride. Protect your country image, guys. Protect the country image. It's not Andrew Wallace's image we are protect, it's the country. Protect the country image. And stop it.
Great.
As one nation. And again, we're gonna have the noise, we're gonna have the empty barrels, we're gonna have the distractors. But just like Donna, I came and spark with the racehorse. So they put on the blinders on the horse. It's not just the government alone need to have on the blinders, neighbor. People who want good, not just for themselves, not just for their family, But for the nation, need to put on those blinders, and you do that through empowering yourself with information, with your research. And if you can't research well, there are programs like this, Neighbour. Talk to somebody. There are persons who are available and accessible, but as a people, as one nation, and again, we're gonna have the noise, we're gonna have the empty barrels, we're gonna have the distractors. But just like down I came and spark with the racehorse, so they put on the blinders on the horse. It's not just the government alone need to have on the blinders, Neighbour. People who want good, not just for themselves, not just for their family, but for the nation, need to put on those blinders. Thank you.
So true. So Scratchy, until later on, we check it out. All right.
All right, neighbor. Blessed and enough love and respect to everyone in the chat. Later again.
Yeah, great. All right, listeners. Right, Harry.
We're gonna have the empty barrels, we're gonna have the distractors. But just like down I came and spark with the racehorse, so they put on the blinders on the horse. It's not just the government alone
And I'm
need to
there.
have on the blinders.
Yes, I'll come early.
Neighbour.
Come at 6 o'clock.
People who want good, not just for themselves, not just for their family, but for the nation, need to put on those blinders, and you do that through empowering yourself with information, with your research. And if you can't research well, there are programs like this, Neighbour. Talk to somebody. There are persons who are available and accessible, but as a people, as one nation, and again, we're gonna have the noise, we're gonna have the empty barrels, we're gonna have the distractors. But just like down I came and spark with the racehorse, so they put on the blinders on the horse. It's not just the government alone need to have on the blinders, Neighbour.